Welcome back. This is part 3 of the monthly challenge, challenges 11 to 15. So we start with challenge 11, and wow, that is a lot of different powers. So what I see here is high power units can't block, everything is formidable, so we want high health, low attack units. Everyone starts with 2 Funsmiths, and since it's formidable, that means we want spells that do damage to weaken the enemy board. Obviously, Jinx would be very strong here, but we don't really want to use Jinx on a challenge 11. So other things that do damage the board could do Volibear. We know he has an Avalanche. Veigar is an obvious answer. Let's see, what do we have here? We could always just run something silly like Ravenous Hydra. I think we're just going to go with Veigar. I don't remember at all what things are good with Veigar. So I'll just go with Luminous for this basic stat build, basically. From here, all 3 of these choices are pretty decent. We got early units for Nico with healing. We have HP from Maokai, plus units. Thorny Toe will be a lot better with the old stats. We have Quinn here, who has HP. I think this is the thing that stands out, though, so I think we'll go with Maokai for the healing. So the choice of the paths is both fine. Like, obviously, this item chest is fine, the hero is fine, creative units is fine, spells are fine because we're trying to cast and do damage. So I guess we'll just go with something reliable, which is the hero. Or champion, whatever. I guess we'll just take the cost. None of these are super interesting. This is random, of course, but it's whatever. Haunted Rattle doesn't really help us except for the draw a champion. Draw a champion is okay, but we're against Fiora, so low, weak units are not that impressive. And we'll just take this Vengeance with reduced cost. That's obviously very useful against Fiora.
I will cut down the opposition.
Just to remind myself of what Vadar's power is, we get a free darkness every round. Since it's free, Stilted is not that interesting. Our win condition, of course, is to draw Vadar, play Vadar, who's a big stat stick with Formidable, survive to 6 mana, and then blow the enemy up. So until we get Vadar, we basically just need to stall with units. Stress defense, of course, is extremely strong in this particular one because of Formidable, and then Otterpuss is just a staller. Other two are meh.
Build with extra bite.
And of course, we can just kill off their Spellsmiths starting like this.
I've got just the thing. Outgunned.
This card is interesting. Obviously, this powers us. This, if it lives, gets us to 5 mana next turn, so we can drop Vagar right away. That's very strong. But the safer play would be to save 3 mana, so we have our defensive spells. But the enemy only has 2 mana, so I don't think he can really do that much.
So soon.
Seal the room, score the pages.
Here we play the Darkness first, just so we get the second one.
You literally called for me, number 4. The spell here, death there.
Not certain. I think this is basically enough to win, right? 7 damage? It's close to enough to win. I mean, I guess we can just do this. Yeah, that's enough to win. So yeah, for all the 4 different powers, this was a really easy one. Obviously, Vadar was very strong into it, but it really was not as bad as it seemed. Alright, Swain. This is, I think, the first 3-star challenge. So, he has more general power. The powers are not that interesting. We both get a Mirror Mage. That means, obviously, our deck benefits if we can get Creation, either created spells or units. First round full summons a unit granted impact. That basically has no impact. Created units and spells. What deck has created units and spells? I really don't remember at all, to be honest. I guess we can just try Yuumi. I don't remember what Yuumi's death does. Alright, so as before, we're basically just looking for created stuff. This would be a really risky pickup, but also really fun. A 7/4 LeBlanc that strikes. You know what, we'll play this just because it's so fun. Or rather, risky. Grand Plaza, as I recall, is you have a random landmark? I don't remember if that's what it does, but I think it is. In case it's not that powerful, so definitely take the champion and the item chest. This seems like super fun. Also, highly risky, because if enemy has really high stats, we just get completely destroyed. But that's okay. Risk is part of life. And here the obvious answer is this invoke, because that's create stuff. Actually, we had 5 rerolls, so the obvious answer was actually just to reroll more.
Show them their place.
Alright, so we want creation, so we keep this for power and this in general. Alrighty, which of these works best? Unfortunately, none of these are 1 cost, so we can't play it right away. But we'll take this because it has the most upside.
Time to shine. I'm ready for my close-up. I have my orders.
I forgot one thing, which I shouldn't have attacked with his Mirror Mage, because now it's gonna die. It's not a huge deal if it dies, though. The Faded with the power gets 2/2, and Yuumi has 2/2 in stats. That means it lives through 2 turns? Okay, we can play it here then to keep it alive.
Wait, you've been following me?
Something to reflect upon.
Ready!
Ah, Yordles and their portals.
I see you.
Now our Yumi's about to die, so it's fine. We're just basically gonna sack it.
Right!
Oh!
Snap first or fix?
Play Yuumi on this one to activate its abilities.
Focus, Yumi!
And basically our plan is to clear out their 4 attack units so we can actually play LeBlanc.
A clue!
Look.
The few for the many.
We can defend with this because it has regeneration, probably. But we don't really want to just in case. Alright, since this is 7-7, we can do a trick here to kill the Swain.
How tedious.
My face!
Glory, courage, excuses for war.
Gloves off.
Time to turn the page, book.
You dare oppose Noxus?
Okay, and here we use this to clear that out. That 1-7, of course, gets crushed by our LeBlanc.
Finders sharers.
If they don't break, they'll burn. For the glory of Noxus.
Just like
The
this.
best lies are beautiful.
This does mean our LeBlanc is going to die to the Swain's passive damage. But whatever, it doesn't really matter.
It's time.
Business time.
So Yumi's deck didn't really use the powers very well, as it turned out. But we just overpowered it with raw stats, so whatever. Next one, Darius and Jinx, with extra spell mana for everyone, plus the foe takes some of our spell mana. Now, since everyone has spell mana, this basically just means they get 3 and we get 2 every round. That is Not that big a deal. Anything can go here, but we're just go with a champion that gives a free spell every round, so that we can use that spell mana. So I guess that's going to be Garen.
I like you. Ready for deployment! I'll turn the tide! The sunbrock got me good.
Approaching the battlefront! I must reach the king.
Just you and me, Fishbones. And them.
You're covered. My duty's done.
They got me. Yeah.
Taste steel!
Idiot!
You're with the Vanguard. You must help.
Jinx? Stands for Jinx? Durr.
Today I uphold my oath.
Laurent Zabon with blades in hand.
Your prince needs you.
I can almost taste it. The void. I'm learning. Hit and move. Form up!
Save my blade!
You're with the Vanguard. You must help.
Who does not know the name Laurent?
Your prince needs you.
Come on! They'll keep retreating, and we'll keep pushing.
Every army needs a general.
I ran as fast as I could. Just a little farther. You're with the Vanguard. You must help.
Just need a second. I'll do better this time.
You don't understand.
They got got past me.
Laurent Zabon with blades in hand.
Your prince needs you.
For king and country!
The Vanguard! Oh, thank goodness!
They send the hand of Noxus? I'll return to them a stump!
I'd like to see you try.
I can almost taste it. The void.
We must not relent! Fall before the righteous!
Their every move just makes me stronger.
Stay resolute!
You're with the Vanguard! You must help!
And move. There's nowhere to hide. Ha! They'll keep retreating, and we'll keep pushing.
Show them their place.
War Mason, reporting for duty. The few for the many.
What does he want from me?
Ha!
I want to go home. Just leave me alone.
Missed. Ugh.
Oh yes, she does love visitors.
That is the wind that rattles the seas.
Fuse is lit! I helped build this empire.
What delightful
Damn it.
Still have some fight left in me.
Death is everything.
Nobody escapes.
Remember life well.
War teaches us all.
Oh, yes. It's going to get much worse. Run while you can. Any last words?
Life and death inexorably interwoven.
Vision to see what others cannot. My legacy.
Deploying!
There's nowhere to hide.
So yeah, that was a fun play.
Judgment awaits. We grow wiser with each victory.
Alright, the last challenge of this part. It's Darius 3-star. We get free spell mana on every spell, and they get some stats on their weakest unit. Obviously, Nami is strong with spell mana, but anything that plays a lot of spells is strong with spell mana. So obvious things include, like, I don't know, Nyla maybe, Samira is probably insane. But we might just try Nami, because it's clearly, good with Nami. Janna is also probably pretty good. Let's try Nami for fun. Actually, I feel like Nami's going to take too long. Let's just play Samira. Now, what should we play with Samira? All of these look pretty good. But I think we're going to take Gwen just for more attacks. Honored Lord, I believe, gives a rare item to a champion. So this is basically 2 champion chests, which is pretty good. The safe pick here, of course, is the draw me when the villager in hand. But I think we're going to look for something funner and more powerful. Nav is actually a little interesting here, because we're going to have lots of spell mana. But does Darius' deck have a lot of spells to nab? I don't know. I think free attack is probably good enough.
Every army needs a general.
Alright, since we took double Dreadwave Chase Gun with Samira, and we know that we get free spell mana on every spell, that means we should have tons of extra spell mana. That means we primarily need to hold spells. Samira and the extra Samira is obviously good. Stylish Shot is obviously great. This card is good later, but it's not good turn 1. Now this is a wild starting hand. Looking at this, we probably want to use the 3 cost to play out Samira.
Take the shot or lose the chance.
Fuse is lit!
Now our focus is on basically spamming cards over and over and over. Problem here is I'm not sure if we can play 12 cards this round or 10 more cards this round. Do we have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 from this attack. 8? 8 is not enough.
Hope they're watching.
In that case, we will just attack and see if they block. Okay, that was a mistake. I forgot we were supposed to play Stylish Shot first.
Me.
Alright, some mistakes have been made, but it's no big deal.
Ride on!
What a strange, wonderful world.
Our plan, of course, is to level up and rally this round, or just level up and then wait for the rally. Either is an option.
These arena types look showy. I bet they pay well.
Beautiful and brutal, just how I like it.
Alright, we have 6 cards here, exactly enough to rally this round if we wanted to. But is it worth it? Not sure. Probably not. We should probably just wait. Is there a reason to... Yes, we should probably get the cost reduction first.
A waltz for the lady. I know just the piece.
How did you know I love to dance?
This should be fun.
I don't think we've triggered Haddle yet, so we don't need to worry about positioning.
Sure about that?
Want to prove yourself? Now's your chance.
We played 2 of these cards, so Gwen will level up.
Try to keep up.
A worthy end.
No matter their resolve, mine will be stronger.
Trample them.
And now we just win by rally.
Isn't it thrilling? Blink and you'll miss me. No problem. Try to keep up.
Just a stitch in time.
even though I have all 3 stars, some of the strategies I use, like that Ravenous Hydra Thresh one, obviously work regardless of levels. Like you can run that with low level, 1 star, it all still works. So this time there were some meme strategies for lower levels that you can use to save some of your stronger champions.